bills even though they're not working.
And again, none of this is legal. None of this is lawful because every single bit of it is taken from illegally gotten gain. And so the point is, it would work, and we would not have any of these problems if it was all voluntary.
Let me elaborate on when you say not legal, you're speaking constitutional law.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
If it's not constitutional, it's not lawful.
David, just to be clear, how many articles of clothing is the emperor wearing?
There we go.
Just to finalize this, Representative Markin McIntyre, representative, who's a Republican out of Duncan, at first blush, he says, of seeing this plan, I'm optimistic. It does increase access to care and captures our tax dollars and brings them back home.
Yeah.
It also gives the state unprecedented flexibility in designing and administering Medicaid without raising taxes on Oklahoma citizens or raiding dollars from other core areas of service.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's other people's money. Now, I will remind you of your words a few, probably a couple months ago. I was talking about the hotel tax, and you said, no, that's actually the right kind because it's other people paying the tax.
Right. Well, no. There is
Customers pay taxes.
It's not a problem that they are collecting tax, and we should be collecting tax from as many people that aren't us as we can.
Status.
But the taxes collected and the money they are spent on. It's the money that they are spent on that is most important.
Within legal purview. Mm-hmm. This is what you're saying.
Yes. Well, in other words, I fundamentally disagree with funding abortion. I fundamentally disagree with giving to people who don't deserve it for one reason or another.
Why does your opinion matter here, David?
Because...
Yeah, good question.
Good question. Why does my opinion matter? You guys have the same opinions, I am sure. They may be for different reasons, but you have the same likes and dislikes. The point is that in a free society, you are not free if you don't get to choose.
Yeah.
And other people are making the choice. And remember that we don't. There's not, our property is not up for a majority vote.
The reason I was tying this in is you said, okay, this was a tax that was going to fund big conventions and events such as the Bassmaster Classic.
Yeah.
And it was going to be coming from hotel tax. And you said, no, that kind of tax.
Not the what they're spending it for, but the collection of it is fine.
The tie that I'm making is this is federal money coming into Oklahoma.
And that federal money was illegally taken in the first place.
Yeah, I was just trying to make the best
for old
pitch I could.
Hey, the 10th Amendment is clear. Where does the federal government have any authority to be delving into healthcare and dictating?
We've been losing the republic for decades and decades and decades on these judicial rulings, and the judiciary is by far the most powerful.
Well, that's where we need to start talking about replacement.
I'm one of those the sky is falling people who from way back in the 80s and 90s, I said deficit spending is going to destroy this country and we're on a trajectory to go bankrupt by 2010. And we are spending way more than we were then, and we're still 10 years later. Yeah, we're way beyond it.
You're not wrong, but it is interesting. Someone much smarter than me will figure this out. But the money is an abstraction, essentially. It doesn't exist. The debt exists in numbers that are many times more than all of the money in the world in circulation.
Right.
It's digitized. It's ones and zeros. It's fiat money. It's made up.
When you've got a Fed that's just printing money like mad, and and then we're trying to sell our treasury bills, and China's buying it up. And I like how Huckabee said it back in 2008. He said the stimulus spending that Bush came up with, he says, well, we're borrowing from China to give it to our citizens so they can buy Chinese goods with it. He says, it sounds like it's something
Chinese works program.
Yeah. It's benefiting China.
Yeah, the Tricoms have been holding us over a barrel.
I'm going to tie everybody back in. We're going to go a little bit long. There's a lot to talk about with that impeachment trial. Tom McKay here with 3D Politics.